In 2003, African leaders adopted a comprehensive agriculture development program as a key framework for the transformation of agriculture's driving progress towards the Agenda 2063. HICGI News Agency is privileged to come back on the shores of Lake Victoria here in Munyonyo. While we were last year at the same time during the NAM Summit, we are back for a specialized summit of the African Union, which is tackling agriculture. Uganda is privileged to hold Specialized a summit on agriculture. The 10-year CADP strategy focuses on increasing food production, enhancing value addition, promoting intra-African trade, creating jobs for youth and women, and building inclusive, resilient agri-food systems to withstand the future challenges of Africa. Earlier on, the Prime Minister of Uganda, the Right Honorable Nabanja Robina, opened this summit. His Excellency the President of Uganda is also expected to open this summit alongside several African leaders and dignitaries who are meeting in Kampala, Uganda, here in Munyonyo. HICGI News Agency is going to give you updates in what is transpiring here in Munyonyo, where African Union Specialized Agency on Agriculture is hosting this summit in Kampala, Uganda. My name is Chivumbi Ernest Benjamin.
Right Honorable Robina Nabanja and purpose as we embark on this critical journey together. Thank you for your attention. Colleague ministers, you will recall that slightly over 20 years ago, that is in 2003, our heads of state and government adopted sustainable for generation to come. Moving forward, in the next decade of Kampala Declaration, let us continue to strengthen our alliances to share 2.6%. This initiative is also instrumental in creating resilient landscapes and livelihoods. Third, the transformative Lima 2-factor bounty was a basket initiative which has improved the lives, turning Ethiopia to wheat self-sufficiency after almost 50 years of net imports. Second, the ground regulations. Fourth, youth and women are empowered. The future of agriculture lies in the hands of our youth and women. We must create opportunities for young people to engage in agriculture. Third, resilience is built into our systems. Our agri-food systems must be resilient to shocks and stresses. This requires strengthening our supply chains. Second, sustainable practices are the norm. We must embrace sustainable agricultural practices that protect our ecosystem, concerns by acknowledge the evolving challenges we face, climate change, population growth, urbanization, and the ongoing impacts of emerging global and food security on our continent. As we embark on the journey of the comprehensive African Agriculture Development Program CADEP Strategy and Action Plan for 2026, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. First of all, I thank the government of Uganda for their warm welcome and hospitality. It is assist la solicitation. Shukran, asante sana. Landmark decision that will shape Africa's agri-food system transformation for the next decade. In conclusion, this summit and the campaign ensure that women and the youth and marginalized groups have access to resources, thereby facilitating their outcome of this summit will truly reflect the aspiration and priority of the continent. In addition to this valuable contribution, technical and development action plan 2026-2035, whose vision is to build a
a resilient and sustainable agri-food system for a healthy and prosperous Africa, in line to Abi Diop, who worked hardly with all the major stakeholders, including academia, 2063 policy link to ensure that the two documents before us, the new 10 years cadet African Union Specialized Technical Committee, particularly its chair, is Honorable Frank Tumudezi, whose guidance has been for steering the cadet process. I also want to recognize the exceptional leadership of my boss, His Excellency Musa Faki Muhammad, the chairperson, was at this summit when we met within last year. His generosity and commitment to advancing Africa's agri-food system are deeply appreciated for their warm hospitality and for hosting us in this vibrant and beautiful Munyonyo Commonwealth, honorable delegates and other esteemed guests, Excellencies Ambassador accredited to African Union, our development partners, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol duly observed. It is time for giving me the floor. Let me acknowledge the presence of the Right Honorable Robina Nambarje, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda,
to take us through on the next following items.
Thank you so much, Excellency.
Your Excellency Ambassador Joseph Asako, the African Union Commissioner for Agriculture, Rural Development, Blue Economy and Sustainable Development, and your team, colleague ministers and heads of delegation.
Here present. Your Excellencies, Commissioners of the African Union Commission, Your Excellencies, Ambassador, Minister of Agriculture of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Your Excellency, Ambassador, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Your Excellency, Right Honorable Robina Namaja, Prime Minister of Uganda, and the host of the Cardiff Summit. Honorable Frank.
Summit, which has kicked off today, joining the progress and the chart of the future of the African agriculture with the launch of this 10-year CCAD strategy of one voice on one land. The African Union CCADP Kampala summit aims to highlight the progress and the plans of the CCADP members and looking at their achievements and also in terms of growth of agriculture and development across the continent. This is the third summit, having been rolled out in 2004 and in Malabo, and then this, of course, Kampala Summit is looking at the future of the progress of the summit, which was launched years back. HICGI News Agency will continue to bring you more updates of what is transpiring here in Munyonyo. My name is Chivumbi Ernest Benjamin.